guys, and welcome to the Big Bag Energy. I've actually forgotten the name of our podcast, guys. Typical me. I usually have blonde moments, but you know, here we go again.
Making too much honey. Money.
I'll tell you. I do. You guys, for all you guys that don't know me yet, you're gonna get to know me. I have times where I have blonde moments. It's okay. So just bear with me.
Is it when you've got blonde streaks in your hair?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's.
Or even when I have my blonde wig on.
Yeah, I tend to do that. For some reason, I feel blondish, exactly. And then I start acting real blonde.
And I also have a great time when I'm in my blonde wig, by the way. Blondes have more fun and all of that.
That's what they say. It is what it is.
But anyway, guys, welcome to the Big Bag Energy podcast. My name is Honey. I'm also known as It's Honey Love on social media. Across from me, we have my two fabulous co-hosts.
Hi, Honey. Hi, everyone. I'm Aminat Dio DJ Delight on social. Dio DJ Delight on socials, but y'all can call me D.
Lashan, the designer doll on Insta and Love Designer doll on Snap.
Lashan,
Snap.
Are we not
What's up with Snap?
I don't know.
Who uses Snap?
I use Snap. Why are you shading Snapchat?
I'm not shaming Snap. I
what's
just
on
think
Snap?
it's more for like the Gen Zs for some reason, because that's
Do you know
the
what?
only
I'm not
place
gonna
that
lie.
my children and
I don't
nephews,
actually
nieces.
really post a lot on it, but I am on it.
But I was more interested in why are you still shy? And this is episode 3.
I'm warming up. It's a little bit late.
Is it a little bit late?
Yeah.
So how's your week been, guys?
How's your week been?
Really good. I've had a really good week. Obviously, it's Ramadan, so Ramadan Kareem to all the Muslims around the world. And I hope this Ramadan is blessed and good. And we are thinking of all our brothers and sisters in Palestine. And you're in our prayers.
No, definitely.
And may Allah end this for you, like, in victory.
Sad times,
Inshallah.
really.
Inshallah.
How's yours week been, Aminat?
I'd
Anything
say
exciting?
It's
Well, I've
always
seen you on
exciting.
social media. Your
Girl.
social media's been popping.
Girl, there's so much going
Rooftop
on.
here and this, that.
Yeah, I've been getting all kinds of bookings with the DJing work. So that's been keeping me busy. And then like the kind of social enterprise work that I do as well, that's been keeping me quite busy.
Do you
So
know
I've been
what?
delivering
I
a
didn't
lot
know you did that.
You didn't?
I started watching was it on your Instagram? You started posting a lot more of that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
No, so I've
this
decided.
is what we're doing. You see, my friend Amina is so multi-talented, guys. Obviously, so many of you guys have actually messaged us in the comments or contacted us separately and said, you know what, we want to know a bit more about you guys.
Yeah, I'm getting
and
that.
we're going to get there, guys. Like, I think it's a bit too soon for you guys to know about us, but we'll get there. But trust and believe, there's 3 women here that are extraordinary, that do amazing stuff. And you guys will get to meet us and know about our stories and our history and our journey. And trust me, you will not be disappointed. So stay tuned.
Honey, how was your week then?
My week, do you know? My week has been crazy. Work has been crazy. It's that time of year. It's that time of year. It's just busy, stressed. Something you guys don't. I collapsed, so I overworked myself.
Wait,
fainted.
Rewind that. You collapsed.
I actually.
So you had like exhaustion.
Since you guys last saw me.
Wait, I saw it on your Snap. That's what it is.
So I actually overworked myself where I fainted. Like, went to the hospital. I had to get stitches. So I actually cut my lip right there. So
From the fall?
From the fall. So all I remember was I went up the stairs and all I said was, I feel dizzy. Before I know it, I'm on the floor. I'm being woken up. I'm bleeding. Had to go to the hospital. I had to get 2 stitches just on the bottom. Thank God she did an amazing job. You could hardly notice it. Literally had them taken off on Friday. But you guys, make sure you drink your water. I was dehydrated. Don't overwork. If you carry a phone, big lesson. If you have a phone where you've got your personal and business together, separate it. Because I had everything on one phone and like it was just constant, ongoing, and I wasn't
You're not able
off.
to switch off.
Yeah, I wasn't switching off. So yeah, learned a huge lesson.
Wow.
Health before wealth.
Always.
Yeah.
That's my new thing. I was all about my money last week in my bag.
Yeah.
This week, money where? I'm not interested in money. It's health.
Honestly,
Honestly,
if you're not well, then you lose money, isn't it? You're at no position to do anything. You're not good for yourself. You're not good for whatever it is that you're doing. So you really got to put yourself forward, put yourself first, number one.
Health is wealth.
Yeah.
Health is
And
wealth.
I'm so sorry you went through that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you came out okay. You know, because it could have been.
It could have been worse.
Yeah.
I could have bust my head. The radiator was there. Literally, it was just a little cut. I was like that. God.
Oh,
You know, us vain women, I was in the mirror thinking, what the hell? Like, my face, but
No, that's another
know what?
thing. So obviously,
good.
we've been having a lot of there's been a lot of events out there celebrating women. You know, there's International Women's Month, I guess.
yay!
So yay to us, yay to us. And I received quite a lot of calls from the guys in my life. You know, cousins, friends, business associates and such. And it was just so warming. Like by lunchtime, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd received a handful of Happy Mother's Day, you know, and I really appreciated that. And I was just like, thank you so much. You don't realize that the guys are also watching, which is why there's the awareness of International Women's Month. You know, so people know that women are doing great things out there. That we're mothers, we've got businesses, we're doing so much, and personally for ourselves. Hence why it's important for us to look after ourselves. But I really, really want to shout out all the men that I know and all the men out there that wished a woman Happy International Day, International Week, International Day, International Month. Just want to big up all the guys out there. Like
everything
this.
was all in the same month.
Yeah,
this year.
yeah, it was Mother's Day.
Oh,
Yeah,
and it was Barbie's birthday. Barbie's 65 now. Just gotta let you know.
Happy birthday, Barbie.
Happy birthday, Barbie. you had to put in a
What
Barbie
is so
in
special about Barbie, by the way?
I think we need to have that topic another day.
What is it? A
It's
full
long.
episode?
Yeah,
is
that's
Barbie
that's
a full
Is it on a
episode
real
for you,
person?
Lasha?
She's not a real person, though.
No,
Not
just the concept. It's a long story. It's a long day.
Sasha happy birthday.
Who's Sasha?
Her best friend.
You
Imagine that.
Barbie.
Yeah, but no, I'm because I thought she was talking about something else, like another event. Sorry, you're talking about the Sasha the doll.
the black Barbie.
You're a Barbie fan. Do you know who Sasha is?
I am a Barbie fan, but
She don't know.
I like
Sasha.
Barbie. I like
You like
Barbie.
blonde Barbie.
Yeah, I like all Barbies.
Okay.
I like all Barbies. You know, the fashionista Barbies.
Yeah.
I like all Barbies, but I just like Barbie. I
Okay.
don't. You see, like how the movie. If you've seen the Barbie movie, when they call all the Barbies Barbie, I like that. Like
yeah, they all- and everyone was a Ken.
I don't
All
like
the guys on the
when it's
island was a Ken.
Stacey and this one and that one. I like when it's just
They're all Barbie.
Whoever, yeah, that's how I like
Okay.
it. Even the Kens, I like them all to be Kens.
I didn't watch the Barbie movie.
I
sorry.
watched it. I watched it with popcorn.
No way.
And I watched
Yes
it twice.
way.
I watched it the day it came out. It was so amazing.
I have my reservations.
You didn't like it?
I have my reservations about
And
the movie.
the
But
best song of the movie, Billie Eilish song, she just got an Oscar for it.
nice,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
Barbie.
interesting.
No, we're not shading you, Lashan. Don't worry.
No, I can't help it. Sorry.
So I don't know how we went from International Women's
Guys,
Day to
actually,
Barbie.
saying
on
it's
that
part
point
of
of
it.
on that point of International Women's Day, what do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about the I don't know the ones that have changed their sex to become women? What do you call
what do you mean,
them?
like transsexual?
Yeah, the trans that are saying
Trans
cis,
women.
we're the women should be called cis. You know that group? Do you
Do you
think
know
they
what?
should
With me,
be
it's each to
celebrated
their own.
as
But
well?
where I cross the line is, do what you're doing,
Yeah,
be what you want to be.
yeah,
But when it comes to taking part in female activities like sports, swimming,
yeah.
that's where I cross the line. You can't compete in a sport or anything to do with women as a man who's chosen to be a female.
You're saying you can't compete, but they are. They're competing and they're winning.
It's not fair.
What can we do about it?
I mean,
that's where I cross the line. That's not fair.
There's a lot of conversation about this in America because of that guy Leah Thomas. That trans woman Leah Thomas who was competing and winning all the races. When Leah was swimming as a man,
She was losing.
Yeah.
abysmally.
I don't even know why we're calling
terribly.
it she. Yeah.
And then
she
when Leah competed as a woman, was winning all the
Winning.
races.
and that shows it's not fair.
The confusion, though, for me is women, cis women. Why should we accept that? Why are they calling us cis women? Not even women. It's not even women. Just cis. That's what they're calling.
To be honest,
women with ovaries, women that can give birth naturally, women that milk can come out their breasts. They're calling us cis. Who's giving them the right to do that, and why are they getting away with it?
I'm going to keep it real with you. Today was the first time I heard that cis thing.
It's been last year. I think
I've
that's when
heard
they
it,
threw
but
out there.
because
Yeah.
I
And they
work,
put it in the dictionary, I think, as well.
I only work with women, and where I work, there's only women. I only like the staff is only women, and I only work with women. Born women, yeah, and
To be politically correct now, guys.
yeah, no, but
Biological.
I have had a referral for a trans woman, and I can support trans women.
Mm-hmm.
So as if you identify as a woman, I can support you. If you fall under my category, my criteria, I will be able to support you.
So do you see anything wrong with this? Cis term being used on you?
To be quite honest with you, I can't keep up with all the labels. I can't keep up with all the terms. I can't keep up. I don't have a clue. I mean, obviously we have to do training to keep, in the know, because obviously things change, but I just will go with women.
So far, I haven't seen cis women on any forms.
Yeah.
So far, it's still woman, man. What do you
The most
identify
it'll be the
as?
pronouns.
So would it be something else that I
Okay.
have to identify as with when I tick those boxes?
Well,
So
you
would
can just
it
put
be-
other.
So it would be...
I don't want to disclose. So the minute I see it, I don't want
I
to
can't
disclose.
keep up. So it's her, he, she, they, them,
They.
and then now they,
They.
cis.
Yeah. But the cis hasn't officially been put in any document, so I guess we're still women for now. And I hope that we can fight to keep being women. I think it's crazy.
Can I tell you
Wild.
something? I have, especially within my work, I have grown to respect and love women way more than I ever did. And like now, like when I was, say before my work, I could honestly say that I wasn't really sympathetic to a lot of women's issues and what women's going through. Like I was like kind of like, just be strong, get on with it. But you see, working with women, it has completely changed my life for the better. And it's made me more trauma informed, and it's made me really care and for all women. And because let me tell you something, one thing I'll tell you, working with women, we go through so much. And of course there are some double disadvantages for, say black women and stuff and minority women. But let me tell you, all women go through things. All women go through hardships. All women have challenges. Like getting through periods, getting through puberty, getting through childbirth, getting through relationships, fighting through. And if you add on domestic violence, you add on obviously there's all other types of abuse, but like just the exploitation of women, all the things that we go through, like to get through it and still be standing. I salute us all.
But then the man can say, well, a lot of the men are providers. They're the income bringers. They're the ones that have to go to work all the time and fend for the family. Do they not also deserve an International Men's Day, Men's Month, Men's Week? Do they not also have a lot that they're carrying on their shoulders? When do they get to cry out? We get together once a year, 1 month in a year, 1 week in a year, and celebrate each other, which even in that celebration of women, there's issues with BAME women, women of colour versus the others. And the way in which women of colour are treated versus the other, that inclusion, I don't feel like International Women's Week has embodied us equally. So we as BAME women, I find from a lot of BAME women that I've spoken to, there's still that separation, segregation, looked down on. It's almost like BAME women are not even women at all. We're not even human at all. So there's still a big issue with celebration of International Women's Month. We're not diverting from that back to the men as well. Do they not deserve that recognition? And if they do, then why are we even allowed to have International Women's?
Okay, can I when I say for example, if I'm saying I support women and I like to support women and empower women, it doesn't negate that I don't care about men. It just means that I'm a woman, I relate to women, I work with women, and my skills, expertise, experience is better suited to working in the female dominated environment, and I prefer that. However, I do care about men. I love men. I have sons, I have uncles, I have cousins.
Brothers.
I don't have any brothers, unfortunately. I wish I did.
We do, yeah.
Yeah. So I do care about men a lot, and I do care about their plight and the things that's going on with men. And also, but making women better and stronger and happier also helps the men. Just like if
definitely.
you work with men and you help the men, that helps us. Like we all help each other. And we help each other even if it's just siblings, or even if it's a family dynamic with parents and children, or if it's lovers or married people. We help each other in a society, in a community, if we are all supporting each other. So if I could focus on the women being our best selves, and somebody else is over here helping the men to be their best selves, someone's helping the young people be their best selves, we're all going to be our best selves.
No, definitely.
We're all going to be empowered.
There was something...
Right. I believe it's so crazy you said this. I literally spoke about this yesterday to my best friend, right? I was saying I am not, it's going to sound so crazy what I'm going to say. I don't know how, I'm going to try and articulate it the best I can. as a black woman, I can't be a feminist because black women we are not able to be feminists, in my opinion, because our black men are not empowered enough. Mm-hmm. And until our black men are empowered, we can't be feminists because it doesn't benefit us, right? However, I believe in feminism in a kind of societal organizational sense, like the power structures of companies and businesses. In that sense, I believe in feminism. But as a black woman, can I be a feminist?
What is a feminist? What's a feminist?
Basically, a feminist is what feminists are doing is you kind of want the equality with men, but our men are at the bottom of the totem pole. So how can we be there? Mm-hmm. And they strategically place us to kind of be above our men, or to think we're above our men, or to challenge our men. So we can't be feminists. But for example, white women who benefit from white privilege, they can be feminists because their men are more empowered, and them becoming more empowered benefits them. Mm-hmm. And also so white women benefit from white men. They benefit from white supremacy because they are the recipients, the beneficiaries of white supremacy in this, and white privilege, in the sense that you are the white executive's wife. You're his daughter. Mm-hmm. You're his sister. Mm. So you benefit from him, right? So it benefits you to be more empowered to get a piece of that 1% pie. We don't have that.
Yeah, I don't believe in feminism. I think when I was younger, I was shouting it from the hilltop.
I think we all were.
I'm a feminist. But like, as you've broken it down, when I look at it, really, it doesn't benefit us. If anything, it separates us from our men. We're already, in the black community especially, separated from our men. Our children are separated from our men. In certain countries, it's even the rate of separation in the black home and division is very high. And in this country, especially, like I said last week, where it's encouraged to, well, you get pregnant, you can argue with the guy and get your own place if you say you don't have a man. They encourage you to have your own place, raise your children on your own, will support you in, with minimum money, but you can feed yourself and your kids. You don't need a man. So, and I look and I think, but which nationality in this country suffers from that the most? And it's the black community. So yeah, no, definitely agree. I don't believe in feminism, and I think it was something cooked up by ladies that like ladies, and they want an excuse to have the butch side of the ladies sort of have the same rights that men do. So that's why I think that this whole feminism...
I think feminism has strayed away from the original purpose. The original purpose, I would probably be a feminist. Yeah. If it was the original concept, I would be one. I would be out there burning the bra too. Right? But we strayed so far from that original meaning and purpose. It's gone really toxic, especially where you see feminism in the most toxic way, in the BLM. I'm not going to talk too much about it here, but go research about the BLM. That is where you see toxic feminism.
At its finest. They came out on the one front, and then years
with
later
another agenda.
Yeah, completely.
Just go and read about and like read what that whole thing is about. It's deep. Yeah, and that's why I say, like, when I say I'm not a feminist, it's the way I say, like, BLM. Black lives do matter, and I believe in that. But do I believe in the Black Lives Matter organization?
No,
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Do you feel like the more feminist you are, the more you're in your masculine energy?
It can bring it out of you. It can bring it out of you.
Yeah, maybe it can. But when I think about, because you know what, being in a feminist energy, it's like anti-masculine, but it's like a feminine energy, but in a dark, twisted, low vibrational way. Because in order to be your best self, you've got to like express with love and like want the masculine energy to be good and you to be good. It's that kind of. You be high vibe. That's very low vibe. Me versus you. We're not against each other. Yeah, we both need each other. It's like the sun and the moon. They're not competing.
Yeah,
they both have their purpose. They have the sun comes out in the day, and the moon comes out in the night. They both have their purpose. It's not one, and that's how it's supposed to be. So if you're kind of like a feminist, especially a toxic feminist, no, I don't think you're in masculine energy. I think you're in like dark feminine energy.
Why are black women constantly depicted with low vibration in the media, honey?
I don't. You know what? Funny enough, you say that. I was watching Zizi Mills going on Big Brother.
Oh, I've not watched it, but I've been reading little bits and I'm angry.
And obviously, for all you guys that don't know about Zizi is a presenter on, so she calls herself the cultural, what's the word? Columnist?
I don't know. I'm not a
Yeah,
fan.
so basically, she speaks on everything that's to do with the culture. She's on a podcast on Amazon +44, and yeah, she's a social media person, and she's done a couple of stuff for Channel 4. So as a presenter, so she went on. She's actually on Celebrity Big Brother. Hopefully, she'll still be there by the time this podcast goes out. And as soon as she went on there, the first thing everyone was saying was like, she's not famous enough.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah.
You're not famous enough. And then who was it? The guy from X Factor, the old guy.
Louis
Walsh.
What a character.
Was the first person to say, well, she's not famous enough on here for her to be on Celebrity Big Brother.
No.
But hold
no,
up.
no.
In this generation we're in,
Exactly.
you're not famous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
She's
I was going to say.
famous
He's not famous.
because of social media. She's current.
Yeah.
You know, she's fresh. She's a new face. So who are you to say that about her? If Zizi was a Caucasian woman,
You wouldn't say that.
he
wouldn't say that.
Would he have said that?
No. And it's also because she's there and she's there and she's strong. And in her conversations, she articulates herself well. It's annoying them. And when you're smart and you're confident, comfortable in what you're saying, they want to have an issue with it. From what I've read, she seems to be roughing up their feathers because she's not backing down. You know, she's quite argumentative. In a soft way, I think. But because it's coming from she's a young person. 2, she's black. And 3, she's right and she's proud. It's annoying to anybody
And
that
you know
isn't
what
BAME.
actually pissed me off as well? So was it yesterday? It was eviction day. So obviously Sharon Osbourne, we already know her and Mr. Lewis are Pally's best friends. So she used I'm saving the black girl card. So when she was asked, who do you want to save out of Louis and Zizi, she said, you know what, I'm going to save Zizi because I feel like, you know, she puts on this hard character and she's quite vulnerable. And I'm like, no, you don't need to say those things. Like, she was trying to, how do you put
like
it?
a pity.
Yeah.
Pity save.
Yeah, it was a pity save. But obviously, we all know, Sharon, what you are.
Allegedly, her and her whole family.
Exactly. So she was, and the fact that now you're using
they're racist,
a sister
apparently,
to get those brownie points and those ticks because obviously the viewers.
Yeah, she's playing the game.
She's playing the game. So
I don't watch it. I haven't watched it. I don't really know who she is a lot. Like, I see her like quotes or things that Zizi says that gets posted along on social media, but I personally don't follow her or know anything much about her. But I will say, what I'm about to say is going to sound awful, but it's like it's so hard for being a black. Let me tell you this, right? It's so difficult being a black woman in in the entertainment world, because you got one or two choices. You either go in a space that you know you're not really welcome, which is Love Island, Celebrity Big Brother,
space,
that Marriage at First Sight.
Yeah.
You go on those shows, or the opposite, you go on shows like Baddies.
Either
And
way,
Love
it's a
and Hip Hop.
no-win for us.
It's just a
babes, 'cause
no-win. It's like they're setting up. It's like the game's rigged for us. Like,
Question. Sorry to interrupt you. Question. What do you think Nella Rose could have learnt from ZZ Mills, as they are both in those places where that ain't a place for us that we're saying in this conversation?
Yeah.
What do you think she could have learnt?
um,
How has ZZ managed it differently?
Who's Nella Rose, first of all?
because I don't watch. I didn't watch. I didn't watch the Jungle, but I know that Nella Rose was in it, and I don't really know who she is. I only know who she was because something happened with some old tweets of hers or something years ago. Some tweets came out, and
I think both
she had
of
to-
them, even
she had to
Zizi's-
apologize
even
over some
Zizi's
tweets.
came out.
Yeah,
as well.
other than that, I don't really know who she is. And obviously, because I follow PLT, I see Nella Rose does the judging thing. She's a judge or whatever, the courtroom thing. So that's about it.
is that
I
Nella
don't
Rose?
know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know much about
Amazing.
her.
Amazing.
But I heard that people like her and she has a nice personality. I don't think it translated though in the Jungle.
I didn't watch The Jungle. I have no idea.
I don't know either.
No, where it
did she
kicked off
last?
with Nella in The Jungle, if I'm correct, was she had both of her parents died, and I think one of the other presenters on one of the other contestants on there mentioned something about, or basically said, I could be your father. Like, basically have some respect or some sort of father figure, and that triggered her.
Okay.
So when it triggered her, she just went on to
Socials.
no, not socials. It's live TV, Channel 4.
What did she say?
She went on one. And typical of, what they class as.
You can't
the
respond
black-
to anything.
the
If you
angry black
respond, if you
lady,
respond at all.
So she responded as the angry black lady.
Yeah.
And, that was live on TV. They didn't edit it because obviously for them it's viewings, numbers, ticks. So she ticked
Controversy.
all the boxes and it went all over Twitter and everywhere else.
Can I tell you this? Just jumping into what you said. I was on the phone to another one of my besties. I got quite a few besties. I love
We're
you.
your
noticed.
besties.
I
I
love
thought we were
my
your
besties.
besties.
You lot are my besties, but I have other besties, yeah?
Yes, Barbie.
Right? Barbie has loads of friends. Yes, it's true. You're all welcome to come to the dream house, okay?
I don't want to be stuck
Right.
in your virtual
Exactly.
make-believe world.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Right. So, one of my besties, I was on the phone to her the other day on a video call, and she's on her lunch break. She's going to watch this and we're going to ring me like, oh my God, you mentioned this. But basically, we was on the phone, and someone walked past her, and must have, like, some woman walked past, some black woman walked past her, but obviously the woman must have come off with a bad vibe and gave her a look. So she thought nothing of it, whatever. She did it again. Then she did it again. Well, I'm on the phone to my friend on a video call, and she's like, you know what, yeah? And she's a black woman, I'm just saying this, but she was like, black women, sometimes we're just so angry. Like, you're just so angry. And I know we don't like to use those terms, and we don't like other people, and it is triggering to hear it from other people. But there is something to say about us, like, just walking with
Resting bitch face.
and
That's what that is.
anger and that trauma.
It's a resting bitch
Carrying-
face.
But can I tell you
Carrying
something?
it.
Even if you're happy and you're go lucky, like I'm a very happy person and I laugh and I'm smiley, and even then people will still look at you and look at your side. Why is she happy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
Why
was a
you're-
expect you
you
to always
can't
have a
win.
smile on your
You
face
can't
and be a
either
clown
way.
or
But
something.
That's the point of what I was saying earlier, right? It's like the game is rigged against
Again,
us.
I'm telling you.
But what we could do, because obviously we can't change everybody, but what we could do in our own little spaces is, I'm going to love on my sister. You see, if I come off the phone to one of my friends, I tell my friends I love them.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely.
I don't hang up
Gotta
the phone
let them know.
without saying I love you.
Yep. And I mean it.
Yeah.
And I mean
Yeah.
it. I actually mean it.
It's love. It's just, I'm going to always want to uplift my friends. I'm going to always want to take you out of the darkness. I'm going to always be there if you need me. I'm going to always be that person for you. I'm going to always lead with love. And I'm going to always make the fellow black girl, even if I felt a vibe, I'm not, you see,
Empower
back in
her.
the days, I would meet you with that energy. You come off on smoke, I'm bringing smoke.
That's right.
Yeah, go ask about me. They will tell you.
You better
I'll
ask
come
about
on
me.
smoke.
You better ask about
You
me.
better ask about me. I'm telling you, I will come on smoke. I'm not even gonna lie.
Do you know-
But now I wouldn't do that. Now I'll be a bit more, especially working with women. That's what I'm saying. It's changed my life because now it would make me. I would see you like that and I think, what's wrong with you?
No, but I will carry
Are you
on
hurt?
smiling at you.
Are you hurt? Like,
And I would
No,
ask
but-
you, are you all right?
Are you okay?
Are you
Like,
cool?
What's going on? Like, I'm more gonna have you more in tears, telling me about your life story, more than meet you with that force, because that's the only way this is gonna change for us, babes.
Yeah, with love, real
With
love.
love.
Which is interesting because I was on Instagram the other day and I saw a group of young women and they're called the Sisterhood or something. I can't remember what the name is. And they get together and love on each other, like even give each other roses. No homo.
Yeah.
Give each other roses. And they do like painting sessions where they're drinking, like, and they're loving on each other. And I thought, oh, that's really nice. And they said it's for all women. But when I checked the pictures, they all look like millennials and Gen Zs. So I was like, it's not all women then. I actually commented, this doesn't fit for who is your audience? Can we be clear? Because if the audience is all women, I should be able to see my grandmama up in there. I should be able to see my mama up in there. So that's what I actually said. I need you guys to be clear so we know what your audience is, because I would come there one day and feel like a grandma, because from what I'm seeing in the pictures, not. But my point is the fact that there are young people out there, young black people, women out there now that are saying we want love, and if you're not going to give it to us, we're going to give it to ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think that is so empowering, actually. Yeah, girls, well done.
Yeah, that's important, honestly, because at the end of the day, a lot of the time, I'm sure, what's the statistics? Do we outlive the men?
Yeah.
I'm sure we outlive the men.
Now, maybe not in the next 20, 30 years we won't be outliving, because
But-
we're all working and we're all hustling and we're all
But
going
either
back
way,
home
All
to
in
do
the
either way,
masculine energy.
energy.
Either way,
Yeah.
we have to We have to.
I think we live longer if we're in our feminine energy.
Like,
let men
before-
do what men need to do,
And-
and female do what you need to
That's
do.
right. That's right.
Live the soft life.
I would prefer that. You know, I
Do you
think
know-
we were brainwashed to think.
I think we were, and to be honest, yeah,
want
I
soft
was.
life,
Listen,
please,
no,
somebody come and give me soft life, I beg you.
no, listen. A few years ago, I was that girl. You know. Listen, I'ma handle my business. I'ma get my career, got my shit together.
That's right.
Finances, whatever.
That's right.
But now I'm like, nah, babes. I'm tired.
Listen, the
I
interview
want to
process
work
on dates is
because
it's
I
phenomenal
want to
for me.
work, not because I have to.
That's
work.
right.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to be the provider. You need to be the protector. I just want to look pretty, and if I choose to work, I choose
As
to
in,
work.
yes,
My
just
money's my money.
part-time.
Your money's
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
money. Everything's good. Soft life, you know.
Yeah.
I'm in my soft girl era.
That's
I'm
exactly.
definitely-
listen,
I've tapped
I
in.
am
Soft girl
on that
era.
as
I've
well.
tapped in.
Like I was
I'm
saying, like,
tapped in.
You see why? Yeah. All right. I couldn't be. Like I can't be a link or. Or let me not say that. I
Nah,
mean,
I'm wifey
No,
all the
let
way.
me. I mean, what I mean is,
But-
like, I can't like
can't be
have
wifey
multiple,
straight away. You need
No,
multiple-
I mean all the way.
No, but
not
what I
straight
mean-
away. Like that's my aim.
What I meant is,
Definitely.
I can't like have. Like, I can't do Tinder and be on like
I haven't got time.
beard links and different guys,
That's a
and
lot of
I just couldn't
energy.
do all that.
That's a
Like
lot of
I'm
energy.
so sensitive now. Like I know I really am. I'm like, I hate myself because I'm like I want my gangster self back. Like where is she? Like what is this? Like even my twin always makes a joke. So my twin sister used to always say like, she could never be like a hoe because like if the guy don't call her back, like she'll be in tears. Like, if you don't text me back, I'm gonna be crying. Like I'm gonna be really hurt. I feel like that. Like I will be like that now.
You need to be
so.
a special type of person too.
Yeah. You have to have
You have to.
different
You have to
kind
have
of
some,
blood to.
I'm telling you.
It's exhausting.
Me, I don't even think I've got the brain capacity. Like, you know how people are on online dating or
Yeah,
whatever,
how
and
do
they're
you even
speaking to
remember
multiple people.
how
I'll
do you
be
remember all
calling
their
people's
names?
different
I'm
names,
telling you,
telling
I will
you.
mess up.
Huh?
I'm not even saying anything because I'm
babes.
not
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah,
out
yeah.
or expose myself
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form. But babes is my favorite one.
Exactly.
to
Hey,
call them.
babes.
Everyone's a babes. But yeah, why is depicting black women with low vibration okay? Why is that? Why is it all right for the world to do that? Because they can, I guess.
I think when you know, what was it? David Icke said something like, if you want to see who's in power, look at who you can't criticize in public. So if you want to see who's in power, look at who you cannot
It's like the Christian
criticize.
faith is the way they mock Christianity on social
If
media.
you-
It's on a level.
if
They
you-
can never try it with any other religion or
Right.
any other
Oh, yeah,
faith.
definitely.
So
But with the Christian faith, they take the mickey.
this is what he said. So you see who you can't criticize. So in saying that, right, what I feel like happens to us is something similar. Is that with black women, if we were in our or divine feminine energy, in our power, harnessing our power, we would be so powerful. It's unbelievable because we could deal with a different, like the trauma we could deal with, the stress we could deal with, and know our man will go through it, and we will still be able to deal with him. We could deal with the black. Remember, we're the ones that can melt the black man. You know,
Oh, definitely.
we're the ones that can turn the strongest men on the planet Earth into putty.
So
into
can
Play-Doh.
Sally. Sally can do that.
Sally
and
can
Sally
do
gets
that.
away with
Sally,
it.
you think Sally can do that?
And they
Sally
stay
can.
with Sally and do the most
no,
for
no,
Yeah,
Sally.
Sally, and yes, they do.
All right, babes.
It's
No,
all right.
I'm
and they
not
do the
saying
most
this.
for Sally.
I'm not against interracial relationships. So I don't want it to look like that. But what I will say about the dynamic of the black man and the white woman is he is able to be in a more softer state with her, in my opinion. In my opinion.
Funny
No,
enough,
no.
hold up.
No.
Okay,
No.
hang on.
Let me tell
That's
you
your
why.
opinion. All right, let me hear your
Let me tell
opinion.
you why. Let me tell you what I mean, right? Oh, it's gonna get really controversial. I don't want to talk about this kind of stuff.
Well,
but
you got
hear
to.
me out.
You
I've
got to.
You better finish it,
No,
girl.
hear what I'm saying. You see when you. Okay. This is gonna. Please, God, y'all love forgive me
Girl,
for what I'm
just-
about to
just
say.
speak
I have to say.
your
I have to
truth.
make a disclaimer before I speak about this. 'Cause I know a lot of interracial people in interracial relationships. Okay, you see, like with a lot of black girls, what they want is so much from the black man. See, like when it's a black man, it's like he has to have this, he has to have this, he has to have that, right?
Not all black women.
Just hear me out. No, I'm just talking about people in this interracial lane, yeah? Just hear me out.
Okay.
So what happens is when they're with a black man, they have their expectations is sky high. But when they're with a white man, he kind of could be
I think it's the other way around.
really, really easy going.
I think when
Funny enough, you
I
say
think it's
that,
the other
yeah.
way around.
It's the same with my culture, because obviously, for all you guys that probably don't know, I'm Somali. And this is one thing that they always get us with. So you see the girls that marry out of the Somali culture. They always say, oh, if we choose to marry a non-Somali, we lower our standards.
Wow.
Yeah. And if we were to marry a Somali guy, we want like 50k meher, dowry, the wedding, the whole thing.
That's what I mean.
But if we go with a non-Somali, whether it's white, West
Less
African, Caribbean,
expectations.
it's like, take me for free or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
And they literally troll us.
Yes, yeah. I'm telling you, that's what it is.
Wow.
So what I'm saying is, reverse it now to the black man with a white woman. He doesn't have like a lot of pressure. He doesn't have. It's like she likes any little thing. Like he doesn't have to do too much.
Can I say something with that? So I was speaking to a male friend of mine the other day, and we had this conversation. So he, obviously, you're probably going to listen to this, but I ain't mentioning no names. So he's in a group. Most of the group are very established black men. Huh? What do they call the what's the word?
High value men.
High value men. And what he said is, we're having this conversation. So the guys were having this conversation. See, I'm getting the inside intel on the men conversation. So basically what he was saying is all the guys that are all high value men have all got white wives. Mm-hmm. And they were having the discussion, and he's got a black wife. So he was like, so why have all of you guys with a white woman? He was like, all of them basically said, less headache.
I'm telling you, it's horrible. You know what it is? You see, for us, our community and society to
He
change.
goes, less headache. He goes,
some harsh
the white
truths.
women know how to communicate. They know how to show their feelings. They know how to be gentle with their men. They said a lot.
I know someone. Let me tell you something. I know a girl who was having.
So basically, their man will come from work, and they'll cater to them. They won't give them a headache, like, oh, you need to do this. Like, I've had the kids all day, where have you been? Like, now it's your, no.
It's a more easy going.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
He does that too.
No, hear me out, right? I know something like this, right? I know a guy. I'm not naming him because he probably will watch this as well. But he is the sweetest. He's one of the sweetest guys I know. I mean, like, open a door for you, care about you, really loving person. He's a bit of a geek, a little bit of a nerd.
I like those.
But the black girls don't like him.
Why?
They just was not feeling him because he might be a little bit too on the nerdy side for him, yeah? He's a bit nerdy. It might be perceived that he's a nerd, right? So anyway, he ends up with a white woman. No pressure. She allows him to wear his onesie with the little character and the slippers. And like the things that he
can't walk
likes.
outside like that with
You know
me.
what I mean? No, but I mean, she just lets him be him. And if he's earning not so much, she's gonna accept it. If he's working in a supermarket, she's gonna love him. If he's working in a bank, she's gonna love him. Like, he doesn't have any pressure. Where the girls are gonna say, "Listen, I need to buy my lace front. I need my nails done." Do you understand me? And the pressure is so high, and the girls don't want it because you know what? They want bad boys with Rolexes and money.
Not all girls, not all women.
No, I'm generalizing for the sake of the conversation. But obviously, not all black women are like that because I'm not like that. You're not like that. You're not like that. You're not like that. But I'm just saying generally. So I'm saying that I feel that there's a perception, whether it's true or not, that being with a white woman is a more easier ride. And because the black man has enough stress, enough strife, enough things going on in the outside world, obviously taking an easier ride, I mean, it's not really like, I mean, I can see why they would do it. I can't say I can't see why they wouldn't do it. It's just like how many black girls, listen, I know black women right now, when they go out with black boys, they want the top known guy that's on the road. Yeah? As soon as they go out with a white guy, he could be some regular, where's Wally looking man, and they will be loving on him, serving him like he's a king, treating him like a king.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
To be fair,
No, you could be me. If you're, sorry to cut you, but if you're white, what I'm saying is, you see with the interracial relationships, it's like, as long as you're white, you could be mediocre. That's one benefit of white privilege, is that you can be mediocre. You see, to be a black person in, say, like in society, and you have to be exceptional. And you only get talked about when you're exceptional.
Yeah.
So you got to be the Beyonce who does all those things to get the credit she gets, and then a Taylor Swift can do it in a small amount of time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And a Katy Perry has more views than you. The Katy Perry's probably, if you could put Katy Perry songs.
I love Katy Perry.
Yeah, I do some like some of her songs as well. But and videos, she has some exceptional videos.
Yeah,
but
videos are wild.
Raw. I love
I
that
know,
song,
that's
Raw.
my son's favourite.
Oh my God,
Yeah, I love
love
it.
Raw.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies. Back
Sorry.
on topic.
No, but I'm just saying, like, what we have to be exceptional. We have to be the Rihanna. We have to be the Jay-Z. We have to be LeBron. We have to be the Michael Jordan. And you can just be white could just skate along and just, you know. And I'm not saying there's not exceptional white people and exceptional talented white people, but I'm just saying that we know that white privilege allows that. Mediocrity. They do. With all kinds of fields. So remember Anna Kournikova, who ended up marrying, what's his name? Who sang that hero song? I'll Be Your Hero, Baby. In what's his name? Enrique. She married Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah.
Right? Remember her? She was terrible at sport. She was terrible at tennis. She wasn't good. If you don't remember, she was terrible. She was beautiful though.
Yeah, she was.
Proper pretty woman. And all the press talked about her so much. They talked about her like she was Serena Williams. She's not half as good as Serena or Venus on their bad day.
Yeah, no, she's the same seed.
Right. And yet, look, the press talked about her and they glamorized her. I'm just saying, like, you can be mediocre in those relationships.
But don't you think it comes with part of the downside of the legacy things we've been handed down? Like, nobody go outside without your good drawers on in case you get licked down by a bus and somebody sees your bad underwear.
Yeah.
You know, those things that they're given to us. So that thing of being mediocre, it's not an option for us. So I don't think, though, it obviously because women, the whole disposable income thing and all that stuff, that it is more accessible now. But don't you think these things have come as part of the later result of colonization and all these things? That's why we've got that, you know, you would get up and you go to church in the best clothes you have, but in the week you didn't have, you know what I mean, you'll be in church all day, like.
Yeah, because a lot of our culture is based on image. A lot of our culture focuses so much, like, this is why, you see, we've been brainwashed. Like, you know, somebody said it, and Booty Badass said this, yeah, when they were giving out that stimulus checks. He made a comment like they were going to go and do it at Gucci. They're going to go spend all that money at Gucci. My sister always says if black Americans got reparations, they're going to spend all the money. She was like, give it all to Bernard Arnault, who owns Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy. She said, give it all to him because he's going to get all the money. And it's the truth. Like, obviously there will be a few smart black people who would invest well, but come on, majority ain't. And that's just what it is. It's like we are image based. And I feel like when you want to just be regular, and you can be, obviously it benefits you to be with someone who accepts that.
I don't know, a lot of people around me, when they gave that crisis loan, you know, during COVID, for people with businesses, no matter how small your business was, I think maybe you can get like 20k, depends on how much you petition for. A lot of the people that I know in my community, in the Nigerian community, they bought houses.
Yeah, but you know Nigerians are money and are smart and investors.
Yeah.
No, do you know that Nigerians are the smartest people on earth?
Oh, I didn't know that.
You don't know that?
Okay.
They have the most smartest people in like the
because they go to they
I don't
like
say
education.
Google.
So
listen,
high ranked
Nigerians
in terms of education.
Yes, this is a fact. Nigerians are super smart. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm gonna find out one
water
day.
they're drinking.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Water.
Honestly,
Definitely be a trophy wife there.
Rich Nigerian man.
Oh my God, so my friend owns a club.
I'm ready.
My friend owns a club. It's a major club. I will not say where. Owns a club. And the comments that's been coming from the club, from the guys that work around there is like, they get a lot of, because it's a Nigerian club. Okay. And like on certain nights, we have the West Indians, they have their own
we gotta
night,
go
whatever.
there, shake a leg.
You guys will love it. And it's a VIP sort of environment. Really beautiful club. And the best DJs are there. And they said what's been happening a lot lately that I've noticed in the past 2 years is that young girls will come into the club bar and they would say, oh, is there lots of rich older Nigerian men here?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is that? Why is that? It's because everyone's got this thing in their mind that out of all the African men, the Nigerian men are the ones to go with.
Let me tell you something.
They like to look
They're
let me-
old
right.
because he's gonna die soon. So let me marry him.
Let me tell you something about Nigerian
I mean,
men.
old for them.
No,
that's our age.
Let me tell you something about Nigerian.
Yeah.
I need to say this.
We're
Yeah,
aunties,
it's
yeah?
we're proper aunties now.
Yeah.
Right. What years ago, and my bestie's gonna listen to this and remember this story. Right. We went to a club. So her best friend. Right. So her friend is a Nigerian girl. She brought us around her friends that's Nigerian guys. So we've gone to this is years ago. So it's like big boy BMWs, Ranges, all kinds of cars outside this house. So we're in this party. Like the party was like a drink up kind of vibe. So it was a little bit dead. Like there wasn't really that vibes. But one of our friend's mum was there and like with us because we used to hang around with her. So she was there and she was dancing and winding up in the party, like trying to get a vibe. You know what I mean? Cut a long story short, we ended up going to a nightclub in the West End. They refused to pay for us and they said that the reason they're not paying for us is because our friend's mum was dancing in the house and she's an auntie, and they were like, that's disgraceful, we didn't like that what she did dancing in the party, right? So they're not paying for us to go to the rave. So me and the other girl was like, look, we've got peas, let's just go. I'm gonna pay myself. So we're going to the party. Listen to me when I tell you, they had flutes like this. I don't drink anymore, but these are the days I used to drink alcohol. The flute was like this, and I'm not joking. I sip, the thing's top back up. You take another sip, it's top back up. It's top back up. It's like you just bottles everywhere. Like it was the party was litty, and I ended up talking to one of the guys there. He's a lawyer. If you remember me, say hi. No, you know what I showed. If you ever knew, I had a choice to be with him or one waste of space that was in prison. Oh God, why did I choose the waste of space that was in jail? Why did I choose the waste of space? I ruined my whole future. I ruined my whole future.
No wonder why she said she'd rather die.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Wow, that's amazing.
And he was the sweetest thing. Like, you know, we went to see Spider-Man. Remember Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire? Like that when the Spider-Man franchise went in, that was like, yeah, we went to see Spider-Man together. You know, he used to come and bring like chocolates to my kids. He was just the sweetest thing.
Not the lawyer guy.
The lawyer guy, yeah. And we said,
But you still went with the...
Yeah, I still went with the other one. And that's why I was saying, like, Nigerian men, they treat you so beautifully. Like, they're probably
but a
cheaters.
lot of them,
A lot of them are married with kids.
10,000 wives.
I would say, I don't know if I'm exaggerating.
You're
and
Nigerian.
I'm not exaggerating.
Tell us about your people then.
99%.
Yeah.
So there's only 1%.
And do you
No,
know
but
what?
he
You
told
know-
all right, don't
okay,
wanna say what he told me
5%.
because he said he wasn't married.
That is they all. It's
No,
part
do you
of
know-
the culture for
Do you
them
know one
to
thing
cheat.
I
They
noticed is
can't.
the
they don't know how
braveness
to.
of them. Like, I remember we went to a Nigerian club, and they don't care. So we're outside in the car. So I'm in my I'm in my car, yeah. So I'm waiting there. So someone's talking to you here. And then you're like pushing away. I'm not talking. Then the other one will come along and say, "Do you know what? Why are you talking to her? Like, he ain't got nothing for you.
Yeah,
I've got a bigger
Yeah,
car.
that's where-
Don't talk to me."
I
I'm
love
like,
all that. I love
are you
that.
really?
It's so
like,
disgusting.
The guy's here. Like, you're coming here. He's got nothing for you.
They'll be like,
because
small
not
boy.
even on your level,
He's a
because he's
small
not on
boy.
his level.
Yeah.
So he's letting. And the thing is, that small boy can't do nothing.
Yeah, and then he's looking in this.
Step
I'm
back.
like, no, I ain't interested in none of you guys. So I don't know where this is going. Like, but it's the braveness. They're just brave.
Yeah, very confident they are.
Confident.
Yeah, but back to them and the women. Yeah, ask a Nigerian woman.
Oh,
like
yeah.
how difficult it is.
If you want to be with a man with money, though, I would probably pick one. But I don't love for money.
yeah,
I
but
can't be
you
with someone
have
for
to
money.
be prepared to
I
be
don't- no,
cheated
no,
on and
no, no,
act like you
no,
do
no,
not know.
no. No,
You have to
well,
act
funny,
like
I've
you
got a
do not
friend-
know.
Listen, there's not a bag
Diva.
on, there's not a
Diva
bag
was
in
actually
existence that I would want, or a car in existence that I would want to put up with that type of lifestyle.
I'm
being honest. I can't do it. I'm too
I couldn't do it.
egotistical.
I could
I
not
need a
do
man
it.
all to myself.
Yeah, I
can't
could
share.
not do it.
You can't be sharing.
Yeah, that's why they all share. They all vex and sharing. Yeah, not me. Sorry, I don't want to share.
No,
I
but
really
some
don't.
women are saying it's so hard out there now that they're prepared to be sister wives. They're prepared to have that what do you call it?
Monogamy.
Polygamy.
Polygamy. A lot of people are
But
Maybe
getting
when I'm
no,
older.
but
that.
look at it
Maybe
now,
when I'm
yeah,
older.
because there's more women than men.
Yeah, the
And
ratio is like
obviously
7-1.
When you're a certain age,
Yeah,
if this
You
man's gonna
settle.
if this guy's gonna provide for you, give you everything.
yeah. And that's what they're saying, because they cheat anyway. But
Yeah.
this way they don't need to cheat. But I've seen men with 5 wives still out there chasing the little skirts up and down, and I'm like, but you've
I
got
need a man with
5
self-
different choices. You can't even
self-discipline.
please those 5. How are you still outside?
It's embarrassing.
Very embarrassing.
Let me tell you something. So many Muslim brothers, they want to marry multiple women, but you see, if it comes to go to war, if they say go do jihad, they don't want to do it.
Nah.
They ain't going to war. You know, like
But you
so,
see with the
so
Muslim
much-
brothers, they've got it all wrong. Can you afford to keep 4 wives?
Yeah, most of the time they even have money for one.
Exactly. So stay
The women
there
are
with that.
sustaining themselves, isn't it? But
Yeah.
they just have that coven or that title, husband.
Not here, babes.
I'm gonna be
Husband.
honest with you. If I had to be with someone, like say I'm older, like say I don't know, 7 years from now.
Yeah.
If I'm older and I had to be with someone with multiple, like had other women, because I'm Muslim, so let's say the man had multiple wives. I think I would only be doing it out of security, even though I don't want to be in relationships for that. I want to be in relationships for love. Sorry, I want loyalty. I don't want to share.
Yeah, I
Makes me
definitely,
feel sick.
I second that. I couldn't even stand being the first woman, the wife at home, and there was some little person that he was carrying up and down. I couldn't, my spirit.
Yeah.
Not because I was immature or anything. I just felt like a slap in the face. There was no respect. You know, because if I didn't hear about it, perhaps it wouldn't hurt, because I don't know about it. But the minute I knew about it, and then you were flaunting, you were taking the person up and down, no longer had time for me and our home, I couldn't. And I think that I will always be that way, not because I'm a jealous person. Okay, maybe a bit of jealousy in there. But it's just the fact that you don't find me worthy enough to sit me down and say, this is what I'm doing. And for me to make that choice to say I don't mind being in a monogamous relationship.
So you want to be
with
told
you.
first.
I would like to know the
sorry
truth.
know.
Through that.
Yeah, it was horrible. Oh, thank you. It was horrible. It really, really was. And I think till now, it doesn't really matter who it is. That's why when we had that conversation about love, the last episode, I just don't believe in it, because if there is love, you should be able to be open and
tell me.
Yeah, you're supposed to be my friend. So yeah, that's my thing on it. So in a nutshell,
I think we'll probably go a bit more deep into that topic another time.
This was interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. But thank you guys for watching the Big Bag Energy
And listening in.
podcast
Thank
and
you so
listening
much.
in. Make sure you follow us on all the social media.
Yes.
We are on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're everywhere, guys.
Yes.
And thank you for watching again.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
See you soon.
Big Bang.